My name is Jeanette Solms. I love coffee. I love coffee more than I love my husband. My husband doesn't give me a headache if I don't have him. No, I need it bad. I crave it. I count the minutes, the seconds, till I get another cup. You might say I'm addicted. I wouldn't. If I'm having a bad day, the sky is bluer because I get to have a cup of coffee. It's a lot like having a good friend you can count on. It's like it was when I first met my husband. I would count the minutes. All it took to chase the clouds away was to see him or hear his voice, the touch of his hand, even the thought of him. It was a real pick-me-up. That's the effect coffee has on me. So I don't sleep sometimes. Do you know how long it's been since anything at all, good or bad, has kept me awake at night? Do you? Oh. I feel guilty. I feel terrible saying this, but if I were on a deserted island and I had to choose between my husband, who is a great guy, he is, everybody says so, not just me, and an endless supply of coffee, I don't know which one I'd pick. Well, I do know which one I pick. I can't admit it. I can't say it. Oh, I can too say it, but I hate myself for saying it. Coffee has never let me down. It's never disappointed me. It never cares what I'm wearing. It never thinks I'm stupid or that I'm not as ambitious as I should be. And it always thinks I'm sexy and desirable. It always wants me. It never says, oh no, not now. It never makes me feel inferior. It always perks me up. It always likes what I do with my hair. It always likes the way I fix dinner, or it likes the way the books I read, or the movies I want to see, or the TV shows I pick out, even if they are about the Holocaust or a rerun of Mary Tyler Moore. And I always want to get up for it. Morning comes and I think, oh, I'm going to have a cup of coffee. I don't care if it's in a plastic cup or a styrofoam container or even a 200-year-old piece of china that Eleanor Roosevelt once used to entertain the Queen. And I don't care where I have it. Surroundings aren't important. They don't matter. Oh, I will admit I do like a nice cozy place with pretty wallpaper or nice tablecloths, linen napkins, music in the background. Yeah, I like that. Who doesn't? But even if it's a park bench and I'm looking at a bum or a bag lady, as long as I have my coffee, I can live with it. As long as we're together. You know how it is? My question is this. Am I being unfaithful? It's an awful burden. I feel awful. I can't help myself. I've tried to get off the stuff. I have. I've joined all sorts of self-help groups to break the attraction, but I always fail. I quit. I leave. I weaken. I don't do what I'm supposed to do. I cheat. When I get the urge, I don't call my partner like I'm supposed to. I figure, hey, it's only a cup of coffee, and I need it. I thought getting up in front of 100 people and admitting my problem would be a good first step. But all I felt was proud and happy and relieved that at least there was one thing that I felt strong about, that I cared that much about. After college, all that commitment got lost, tossed out with the blue jeans and sandals, got diluted, so I didn't have any flavor left in me. You know, I thought life held out something more for someone like me. But at those sit-ins, had I just been sitting there? Had any of it been real? Had I meant any of it? Had I been in it for what? I didn't know anymore till coffee. And I knew I did have it in me to go to the barricades. That had been me who was protesting. That had really been me collecting for Biafra. I didn't even really know where it was till they had those terrible floods. And Life magazine had all those photos of those people covered in mud. I did have a soul. I know it's not much to fight for, coffee. But when you didn't think there was anything you would fight for, you can't imagine that joy I felt to be connected again to a part of me that I thought was long since dead. Do you know how many people there are who don't care about anything? Do you? They're dead, these people. You care strongly about anything, even if it's coffee or a soap opera. Be grateful. I know, I've been there where this day seems just like the day before. It doesn't matter if it's 2 o'clock or midnight or if it's winter or if it's spring. You fight. Fight for yourself, even if it kills you. We're all going to die anyway. At least you'll know you had something that only death could take away from you. Do you know how rare a thing that is? Hold on to it. Because well, what is life without passion? Nothing but darkness. Mm-hmm.